And many of you guys know that I went to Japan earlier this year, and it was probably one of the best trips of my entire life. I had a goal to come back to the United States and create a body of work from the inspiration that I got in Japan. One of the best things that I've ever saw in Japan was their koi fish. Wow, the food was really good, but the koi fish were just like, come on guys, like that was beautiful. I decided to come back to the United States and create my first series of work using koi fish. And I just decided to do this out of wood. In this video, I'm gonna take you through the process of how I create this body of koi fish. And yeah, let's do this. First and foremost, I had to make my way down to the lumberyard to pick up some wood.
15, 16, 17, exact. Yes.
Okay.
Say hi, buddy.
Say hi to the camera. I then took my pieces of wood and jointed them and made them as flat as I possibly could to work off of them. Once they were prepped and ready, I took them back to my studio to start designing on them. I know you're probably wondering, why do I have a wood shop and a studio? I actually just got a membership to a wood shop so that I can cut my wood with a lot more precision. I'll talk about that in another video pretty soon. Now that the koi fish are cut out and I have the design all laid out, it's time to make the circles, my signature circles, my awareness, perspective, and gratitude. I'm gonna use this as my plywood to create those circles. Now I gotta figure out a way to make the circles, and I want them to come out perfectly. Wanted to cut these so that they can fit into this. One thing I realized is that this edge is not refined. There's a lot of sanding that I need to do still. I'm thinking about doing that first so that when I do this is gonna have a nice clean edge to measure by. I'm gonna work on this first and then I'm gonna work on this. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. I got this really cool tool that allows me to find the shape of a curve without having to figure it out on my own. This thing is like everything. Something that you can do is like you can put it against something. Let's say if you wanted to get your finger, you wanted to push it down, and now you have the perfect curve of your finger. So I completely destroyed these circular pieces that were gonna go around the koi fish. I got ahead of myself. I thought that I was fixing it. I was actually making it worse little by little, and they're no longer circles. They're like, I have no idea. They're cookies, out of shape cookies. So I'm gonna have to do it again. Damn it. Oh my gosh. No, oh man, it works, but it's, I just scraped this thing up so bad. seriously can't catch a break. My gosh. After my camera fell a couple of times, I just needed to take a break from this part of the project and move on to a different part of the design. So I started working on a different project, but still part of the same series. It wasn't like I was doing something else. I just needed a little break. Oof, it's hot. So now that the pieces are done, I'm gonna be using a backing for them. I'm gonna be using a birch plywood to create some type of leverage so that I can stick them to something so that they can stick to the wall or hang to the wall. Because this piece of wood is so thin, I'm gonna have to be very, 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 very careful cutting this with a jigsaw because it can just crack and break very, very easily. I mean, like, look at this, it's so flimsy. Okay, so after sitting with the project for the night, I realized that I kind of made a crucial mistake. I wanted to add mirrors to the project and I completely forgot about it. And as I was looking at the project, I'm like, wait a minute, something is not right. The mirrors. I bought the mirrors, they're gonna come in tomorrow. I wanted to add the mirrors because I wanted to show some type of a reflection as if you're seeing the koi fish in a pond and you're seeing your reflection at the same time. Does that make any sense? I'm getting very creative here, but that's where my mind was thinking. Thinking about doing something that I've never done before. This is all an experiment, as everything, but what I'm thinking about doing is taking this piece right here, making it an abstract piece from here to here, bringing it like 1/8 of an inch down. I think it's gonna add a nice little element to the piece. This came out a little rigid, very, very, very rigid, and I'm gonna have to clean that up. I kind of like it, but then again, I don't like it, so let's clean that up. Now we're at a point where I got everything situated for this part of the project. I got my mirrors cut out and I got them laser engraved. I got all my wood sanded and ready for paint. And now this is like the hard part for me because I'm trying to figure out what type of paint should I put into this, what type of paint I shouldn't put into this, what type of paint goes good with wood. How was I inspired when I was in Japan, because these are correlated to my trip in Japan. So I'm like dealing with a lot of like insecurities right now, you could say, because I want this to come out good. But then again, I'm almost like, just do you. You know what I mean? I knew who I was. She made her mind up with ideas. I'm nice. This is been. Now that we got everything all settled, we have our paint on our wood, we sand down our wood, we have everything ready to apply Odie's oil. This is the first time I ever get to use Odie's oil. And by the way, this is no sponsorship. This is just something I've been wanting to use for a very, very long time. And I finally get to use it. What this is gonna do is gonna penetrate the wood and it's gonna make the wood grain pop. Insane. Let's add some Odie's oil and let's see that wood grain. So we got everything situated except minor details. If you notice on some of these edges right here, things need to be cleaned up. I need to clean these up. I need to sand these down, refine the edges. And once I do, I'll be adding these cool mirrors that I created to this piece, be combining those pieces together, and then we are all done. What happens when you get impatient? This piece just completely cracked in half. Damn it. So I was able to put everything together. One thing I don't like is that there's a gap between my circles and the koi fish. I don't really like that, and I'm going to see if I can fix that with wood filler. And after adding the final touches and the last details, I am so happy with how these came out. I am so proud of them. These were my first introduction into my body of work, into creating wood art, and I am very pleased with how they came out. I really hope you like them as well. They were true inspiration from Japan and so symbolic. Very grateful to say that they have sold, and I am just extremely happy. And as always, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would love your support. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.